Greetings! Hibby here in the foothills of State and Oregon. I'm on my lunch break, and at work today I found something that was pretty cool and I wanted to share it with you guys. Stay tuned. This is chickweed. Chickweed is one of my favorite edible plants, and I'll tell you why. For one, it's really abundant. I find it everywhere, and when you find it, it's all over the place, just covering the ground everywhere. And usually it grows right next to bed straw, as you can see here, which is also edible. And what a lot of people did back in the day is they took chickweed and bed straw and they'd make a decoction of it. And all a decoction is just when you boil something down to get out the nutrients of it. So they boil it down and then they drink the tea from that. So how to identify this? As you can see at the base, it's got two leaves that spring out, and you can see it's starting to spread two more in between that there. Two more that spread out on the sides, and it comes up and has two more. And it kind of whirls as it climbs, but the branches are opposite on it. The cool thing about chickweed is that there's not a lot out there that looks like it. And the tip of it here will have a white flower with 6 petals. So when you find this, if you find it near a stream, then you gotta be cautious, because if you're just grabbing it out of the ground and plucking a whole bunch of this out, you might get some other plants that are mixed in there with it, and those ones might make you sick. So you want to make sure that when you do collect chickweed, sometimes it grows in these big, huge mats, and when you're pulling it out, you don't want to get anything else with it. Now, chickweed is actually pretty tasty. It actually tastes just like corn on the cob, so that's another way that you know for sure you got it. But it's pretty good, and it's really high in all types of vitamins and minerals. They used to give it to sick people after they recovered from sickness so that they could get their minerals back. Okay, so I thought I'd bring some of this inside here so I could show it to you a little better so you can identify it easier. That's a ground cover plant, and you can see it grows out of a mass of roots on the bottom here, and it'll send out these shoots. And if you look really close at each node, there's a little line of teeny tiny white hairs that go down one side of this node, and it'll alternate and kind of jump around each side here. Here's a little close-up. You can kind of see the little white hairs running down the stem right there. There's only one line of those white hairs. Now, this plant is really good anti-inflammatory, and it's also really good for anything chest illness related, like coughs, colds. The Native Americans probably smoked it in a peace pipe, like they did mullein, in order to alleviate coughs and stuff. But you can still do, you can pick a bunch of it, put it in a pot, and boil it down, and then drink the water. And they call that decoction. One easy way to remember the name of chickweed is that chickens love this for feed. So they called it chickweed because chicks would love to eat it. Now you can eat this, or you can use it in a poultice. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And as always, never scared, always prepared, and God bless. Greetings! Hibby here in the foothills of State...